What is up, everyone? Alright, my name is Michael Jester. Uh, I'm putting this up on my old YouTube channel, PurpleTea. And this is a video about 2018. I was diagnosed with leukemia. So, wanted to talk about some stuff. Basically, this is going to be part one of I don't know how many parts, but it's going to be about my symptoms and about basically everything leading up until I got diagnosed. So let's go ahead and start. So I just wanted to say that 2017, I just want to say it was a good year for me physically. I lost a bunch of weight and was doing 5Ks. I was working out a lot more. I was in really, really good shape. Still a little overweight. But at the beginning of 2018, I was like, all right, I'm gonna start going to the doctor, take care of some just problems that I noticed. Make sure all my medical was just. I started a new job, got insurance, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna take care of myself now. So, January 2018, I went in to get labs done, just a normal like primary care appointment, and so I went in, got labs done, and the doctor was like, "Yeah, everything's fine, you're good. Basically, the only thing is you're a fatty, so you gotta lose some weight." But I've known that my whole life, so nothing new. And then about a couple months later, I got a sore throat, and I was like, oh, it might be strep. So I went into like a minute clinic, and they tested me for strep. They did a swab, and it wasn't strep. But in like a week, it started going away. So I was like, okay, fine. And a month later, got the same thing. Started getting strep, or I thought it was strep, and it wasn't. And a week later, it was gone. So I was like, okay, weird. Then I went to Disneyland in May, and everything was fine. Usually, it happened at the beginning of the month, and already a week had gone by in the month. So I was like, oh well, I'm not gonna get sick again. Awesome. But at Disneyland and Universal Studios, I started feeling a little like tired when I was walking around for long periods of time. I was like, it's kind of weird. Usually I don't get tired this easily. And then on the way back, I started getting a mouth sore on my lip. I'm like, great. I'm like, okay. So went in, and they were like, yeah, no, it's not strep. But this time I was like, my throat got really bad. I had sores in the back, and I couldn't swallow water. Like, water was a pain in the ass to swallow. And they were like, well, I went into minute clinic, and the doctor's like, if it's not, it didn't come out strep, but I'm just gonna give you amoxicillin. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever, just give me something. I need to get rid of this. So I started taking that, and in a couple days it was gone. And then early June, I started feeling terrible again. Started getting mouth sores, but this time I was starting to feel really, really tired. The first week of June, I was sleeping 12, 13-hour days. I go to work, basically wake up or go to bed right when I got off work. Then I'd wake up, go to work, come home, go to bed, wake up, go to work. Like, I'd sleep all day, go to work, sleep, go to work. It was just so much sleep. And then finally on the 8th, it was a Friday, and I had to train my buddy Ross, who just started, and I'm at work just feeling like crap, and I lift a tiny little box, and he's just like, man, you look terrible. And I'm like, yeah, I feel terrible. I thought maybe I had like a flu or something. I was sweating a bunch, and I was had mouth sores. They said everyone said I looked pale. Everyone said I even had like a yellow hint to my skin, and so I was like, okay, well then I'll go to the doctor, I guess. So after work, I went to urgent care, and the doctor there was like, yeah, you look a little yellow, and I have no clue what this could be, and you really need to go to the ER. I'm like, okay, well, I'm tired now, so I'm gonna go home and sleep. So I went home, slept on the couch. My girlfriend got home from work, and she's like, you look terrible. I am gonna take you to ER right now. So I went to the ER. My mom met us there. And then they took my labs, and immediately they were like, yeah, your numbers are supposed to be within this range, and you're like double the amount. I was like, the range of white blood cell is supposed to be like between 4,000 and 11,000, and I was at 27 and a half, like, or 27.5 thousand. And so yeah, so they were like, we're gonna transfer you to Banner. This was at TMC. I went to TMC ER. They were like, we're gonna transfer you to the University of Arizona Banner facility. And they took me up through it with an ambulance. They took me to that hospital and took me up to my own room, which I ended up finding out was the wing where all the leukemia patients were at. They came in the next day, June 9th, and they were like, by the way, this is 2 days after my birthday. I turned 28 on June 7th, 2018. So on June 9th, they were like, on my grandma's birthday, they told me I had leukemia. And honestly, I had no idea what it was. I was like, oh, okay, let's just fight it then, or, fix the disease. Put stuff into me and make me feel better. And they were like, all right, well, it's a whole process and blah, blah, blah. And then they told me exactly what it was. And I'm like, oh, okay. No wonder everyone is reacting a little more serious than I was. So since I had no idea what it wasn't really scaring me at all. And then, so at that time I was like, well, if I'm gonna go through like treatment and everything, I'm kind of gonna play the stupid card through this, because I don't want to know what survival rates are. I don't want to know what people have gone through. I don't want to know all this stuff. I just want to trust in the doctors and let them do their thing, take care of me, and just try and focus on keeping my mind positive and healthy. And so I stayed away from reading up on it. I stayed away from listening to people talking about it. I told people, I'm like, don't tell me survival rates and stuff like that. Don't, like, if my doctors, if they talk to me about it, I listen. But basically, I was just like, yeah, I just want to focus on staying positive. Which later down the line, I found out was the best possible decision to make, because I feel like people who I talked to who stayed positive throughout treatment and everything, they seem to be doing 100 times better than people who were just absolutely in the worst state of mind. So that's why I wanted to start making these videos. They're only gonna be like 10-minute videos, mostly because my phone stops recording after like 10 or 11 minutes. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. But yeah, this one's just gonna be about the symptoms and everything that happened. Basically whatever I talked about. And then my next one, I think I'm gonna go over my first month in the hospital, what it was like going through chemo, losing my hair, all that good stuff. But basically I just wanted to make these videos for people who are going through it or know someone that's going through it. Just stay positive. trust in your doctors. Know that advancements in the medical field are just happening so quickly that, you know, tomorrow there could be a new, better cure, you know, and any kind of articles that you read about, you know, leukemia from a couple years back are so outdated already. So don't listen to those. Stay positive. Be open to people's, you know, if they want to come and pray for you, let them pray for you, even if you don't believe in, you know, the afterlife or anything. If they want to come and do some witchcraft on you, like, just let them do it. You know, let them feel like they're helping you, or not feel it. Just let them help you. You know, accept whatever they're doing, and just be positive. Yeah. So that is the first video, and I will see you guys in the next video. And have a wonderful night, day, morning. Bye bye.